Hey guys, and welcome back to Studio Pro with me, Gregor. What is direct monitoring? You might have seen the D symbol in your mixer console in Studio Pro and wonder what that was. Well, this is actually a very powerful feature that I want to tell you about today. So basically, this allows you to record with very low latency, even in your largest sessions. I think you're going to be incredibly excited if you don't know this feature in Studio Pro yet. So I'm working on one of my productions here, and I thought it would be kind of fun to add an additional bass line on top, but I'm already pretty far in the production, as you can see, and I have a bunch of very powerful and also power-hungry VST instruments loaded here so that the performance meter is not too happy right now. Take a look. You can see how it's creeping up to 100%, which is not good. You can also hear the dropouts audibly. And if I now try to play something on top, for example, like this, this would work for only a couple of bars until I run into these obvious issues. Now, the traditional way to solve this kind of problem is to go to the preferences up here. You go to Studio Pro and then preferences, and then audio setup, and you just increase the buffer size from 64 samples to maybe something like 512 samples, just to give you a bit of overhead. And as you can see, that round trip latency has just crept up to more than 20 milliseconds total, coming from 3 milliseconds. That is quite a downgrade. And so I traded essentially one problem for the other here. Now I am able to play back this song without any crackles. But if I want to record right now, I'm having an incredibly hard time playing this tightly because of this massive delay of 20 milliseconds between me pressing the key on my MIDI keyboard here, that traveling through the USB cable into my computer to the analog speakers. And this whole process takes up to 20 milliseconds with a buffer size of 512, which means that the CPU isn't as overloaded because it has more time to calculate. But at the same time, it also means that I lose all of the natural feel while playing. So what to do? Well, in Studio Pro, our developers have found a pretty genius way around that, in my opinion, by separating the different buffer sizes that you need in your production. We have one buffer size that is low for the monitoring of your tracks that currently need to be recorded, for example, virtual instruments or also audio tracks. And then we have a completely separate buffer size to that, which is for the playback tracks that are already recorded and could theoretically, if there was an offset correction, be played back with much more latency, much more time for the CPU to calculate, right? Because there's nothing that needs to be recorded in real time on those. And that is why when you go to the Studio Pro preferences here and you go to audio setup, you actually find two separate buffer sizes here. Okay, so you find a buffer size right here of, for example, 512 samples under processing, and you find a separate buffer size that is the native one of your audio interface here under audio device. And the idea is that you set this device buffer size as low as you can to monitor one virtual instrument or one audio track without any audible latency. And whenever you run into these issues where you're running out of CPU, you just set the dropout protection higher. In the moment where the dropout protection is higher than the audio device buffer size, this D will appear both in the master output for audio channels as well as here in the instrument rack for your virtual instruments. And when this is engaged, that means that any track that is monitor enabled and ready to record will be processed with that low buffer size that you set here in the audio device menu. And when I notice that I can no longer play my virtual instrument without these crackles that you heard before, I can just click on the performance meter and then set the dropout protection to maybe high. And now, as long as I have this direct monitoring, I can toggle so that it lights up green here in the instrument rack. I can play any virtual instrument track that is monitor armed with the lowest possible device latency. If I want the same behavior for audio tracks, then I need to toggle this on the output channel. Now I can record that additional part using Sub-Zero Bass with zero latency and exactly as intended, even though this is a massive session. hope that this video can answer some of your questions around the direct monitoring mode in Studio Pro, because we see these questions a lot in tech support. There's also a different kind of hardware direct monitoring with a blue icon inside of Studio Pro, but that is only for very specific supporting audio interfaces. I have covered that in a separate video if you're interested in that. I'm gonna link that here in the video description. In this hardware direct monitoring mode, you essentially have the hardware inputs of your audio interface directly available for monitoring inside of the mixer console of Studio Pro. But for most people, direct monitoring is the workflow you want, especially because it also works for virtual instrument monitoring and is just fantastic. Hopefully you got to try it out today, and thank you for watching.